Welcome back to another episode of Gamblers Grind Podcast. It's your boy Make a Wish here, and we're back to do an NBA recap of last night's games. First, didn't I already say that I was already not happy with the slate going into it? Nothing too impressive, but there were some things that were kind of impressive towards the end of it though. Yesterday, I'll put it here too. Yesterday we were 3 for 4 for the parlays. You know what I'm saying? So we were pretty close for that. You know, the only thing that is down was the over for the Cavs Magic game. What was that? That landed at 199. We had the over at 200.5. Shout out to our boy Darius Garland for trying that 3-pointer at the end of the game for no reason, you know. But either way, all that being said, get into the information. The Cavaliers Magic game went exactly as I expected to be, you know. Except, oh my goodness, did I mention that my man was trying? Look, when I say try, I mean he was the definition of a tryhard, okay? How many shots did he shoot? Donovan Mitchell, man, shot 36 times. 36 times en route to his 50-point game. Big 50 points. Scored more than half of the points for the team. They didn't even break 100, you know? And they still were unable to touch the Magic. This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying about going into this game. Is going to go to Game 7. And right now, with the trend is going, it's going to be Cavaliers at home, and it should be Cavaliers winning because of the home game advantage that's been happening. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm going to talk more about that come the next game. But I'm not feeling the Cavs right now. Not feeling the Cavs. But yeah, that was a very, very informative game. Because it's making my decision for my next pick for this Game 7 of that series to actually be really, I'm going to feel a lot more froggy because of that information right there they gave me. Very informative. It's not too much I'm going to go there, but as we expected, very efficient. They end up being, like I said, right on the money from the pregame numbers. And then, if you hit that Magic spread, where's Magic spread? -3, if I'm correct. -3.5. It was supposed to be a close game. We hit that there. If we did that, good hit there for the guys who went that way. But like I said, not too much I'm going to say on that one. I didn't watch the game, didn't follow it, didn't really care too much about it. But series tied 3-3. Next game will be at home, Cavaliers. And we're going to see what happens. Game 7. The most uninteresting series in his entire playoff so far. Going to Game 7. Because I feel like neither team tried hard, aside from one person yesterday, per se. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that later. However, the interesting thing happened was the Mavs and the Clippers. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a very eye-opening experience. But this game, I had to go back and do a little looking into it. Because going into the series, the Clippers had the better defense. With Kawhi on the field, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. They were doing their thing, shutting things down. Team synergy, so on and so forth. The Clippers were doing the thing. I was super confident, though, all right? That as the series went on, the Mavs started to step it up a bunch. And the Clippers couldn't keep up. Unfortunately, again, I would find something to say about the Cavs Magic game. That was kind of important. The free throws and that kind of stuff, the fouls, that was kind of big. But either way, though, going to this game, our boy Paul George was putting up numbers for missed shots. So was Harden again, put up numbers for missed shots. They were doing a lot, but not carrying the offensive capacity there. And the thing about that, it's actually a fairly even game in regards to percentages and numbers being big. The biggest thing was the Clippers missed more threes than they needed to stay relevant in the game. But like I said, going to this game, I was the impression of the defense being on the Clipper side was the biggest thing. I watched a lot. I watched a decent amount of last night of Mavericks Clippers. Oh my goodness, the defense that the Dallas Mavericks have been showing has been phenomenal. They're missing all these shots because they're putting the bodies on them, and people are not afraid to play defense. That was actually one thing that I'm going to have to take into further consideration. But let me see right now. Because this is a little different now in regards to how the numbers are skewed, but I'm just curious where they fall now defensively. Dallas Mavs, they are defensive rating right now. They still have about middle of the bunch. But that was the biggest thing. Like, there wasn't too many clean shots, clean looks given to the Clippers because there's always a body in the face somewhere at some point in time. And people are always constantly moving. Is that because of the young team being there, doing the young team thing? Nah, because even Kyrie was moving feet. He was playing a lot of defense. That's why you guys notice the first half of the game, first half of the game, Kyrie only had 2 points to his name. 2 points to his name in the first half of the game. And then what happened though? He came back styling on these fools in the second half. He went from, if I would actually pay attention to that and seeing, they had his numbers so low for him to be by the end of the game. They had to be probably like a 19 or a 20 or 21 maybe, 21.5. That's what it probably got down to. And then he should start stroking, just start going off. And how much you end up with? That's a very good 30. A clean 30 from 2 to 30 to 28 points second half by itself. He finally caught fire. And like I said, these old guys over here on the Clipper side, they just couldn't keep up. They were doing numbers, taking the shots. But the most, I want to say, probably 65% of the shots they put up were not clean shots. They weren't open. The defense was the biggest game changer on the Mavericks. So I wish I could go back and watch the other game. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to now. It's irrelevant now. But this for future reference, though. I'm curious in regards to, is the defense going to be that big of a game changer? Because we'll see what happens going to the next series. If the defense could be the biggest change. Since we're already playing a bigger team, a better team. I forget who they're playing off the top of my head. Can I find out here real quick? Maybe. Do. Let's see this quick, give me the information I need to see. Because this is actually very important to see who should be playing, what, where, who, what, where, how. And yeah, well, I'm doing a lot of looking and not enough talking here. So let me drop this for now. That's irrelevant. Like I said, it actually was very interesting to see what happened there. I'm viewing the Mavs in a different look here, look at different lens. So going forward, I'm going to apply this information to see how they uphold with OKC. That's who they're playing. They're playing OKC. Wow. Interesting. That just came on my who it was. OKC is who they're playing. Interesting indeed. I'm not gonna lie though, this is the Mavericks' one shot to actually go past the first round in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens here against OKC. OKC got some things too. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, they don't match up evenly well. OKC on paper has the better defense. Actually, I just say on paper, I can take a quick look right here. They have the better defense by a large margin. And we'll see how they play the space game. Because this could be different. Like, so during the regular season, I would definitely put the OKC more often than not. But now we're playing playoffs. This can be different. Let's see. We'll see what happens. So it's going to be interesting games going up with that. So With that being said, I'm going to drop it off here, and we're going to go get ready to line up for our pick for the night for this other game. Ooh, the most interesting series in my eyes in this whole playoffs is happening. Well, the surprise Knicks Phillies series was ridiculous, but this next one I really want to see. I would pay money to go see this live. Boy, oh boy. So, as always, my friends, happy gambling, grinders, make a wish, out.